Good morning, my lovelies, and welcome to Wednesday Wisdom Live. We're going to try this today. Hopefully it works. I haven't been able to do a printout, but anyway, we'll see how we go. So we're talking about connecting to your higher self and her wisdom, how to do both. So first of all, what is your higher self? It's your true nature. It's unconditional love. It's creativity. It's wholeness. Your higher self is not ruled by ego. It's the essence of you. It's your soul. It's higher consciousness, the intelligent being that you are, your true self. So your higher self is your true self, your connection to source. Separate from separate from your higher self, and you're separated from source. So in other words, I'll go to the bottom here. If you're not living through your higher self, you're living through your lower self. And your lower self lives through fear, judgment, no self-love or self-care, self-awareness, and living through ego. And ego can be a dangerous thing in the sense of it can keep you small because it taps into limiting beliefs. Whereas the higher self is pure love, connection, and growth. So, how do you hear her wisdom? First of all, you create space. You need to create space for things to come into your life. I'm just going to turn that around so you can see my unicorns as well there. All right. You need to create space for goodness to come into your life. So it's decluttering. Declutter the things you can't hold high vibrational energy through. So to bring more high vibrational energy in, you need to declutter things that are keeping you small in your life. Sit in silence to find what no longer serves you. Bring this back around here now. Focus on your breathing. And make sure it's not laboured breathing. It's got to be gentle breathing. It's the same as when we're doing meditation. It's a soft, gentle breathing. Unless there are times when we breathe into a feeling in our meditation. But focus on your breathing. Meditate to hear her wisdom. Use meditation as mindfulness in the here and now to free up distractions and fear. Notice your mind and your thoughts. Don't allow them to infuse negative energy. Remember, source is pure love. So to connect to your higher self, you need to be sitting in pure love. Treat yourself with some loving kindness. Get rid of fear and doubt and blame and judgment and the ego that keeps you small. Leave them at the door. Don't allow them to come in. Do a meditation, which is a fabulous one to do. Do a meditation to connect to your higher self, to see what she looks like. How does it feel? What does she look like? Ask what messages she has for you. Because she has messages for you. Look to ways you can love yourself more. Go with the flow for 24 hours. This is an interesting exercise which I do often. I just allow things to flow. I forget about the to-do list. I forget about making commitments for the day. I just allow myself to be in the energy of flow. No time frames, no appointments, no to-dos. And do mirror work. Mirror work is where we have talked about this before, but it's where we look in the mirror and we give ourselves love. We actually see ourselves as other people see us. Beautiful, whole, perfect, awesome. Be mindful. Connect to the here and now. So why do we connect to the higher self? Because we connect for more joy. We have less anxiety, less depression. We find more creativity and inspiration. We have unconditional love. We heighten our intuition and we have more patience. Remember, by connecting to source, we're connecting to all that is. So, I'm going to ask you something. Is there a lower self? Yes, there is. It's you who sits in playing small, allows fear, judgment, panic and paranoia to enter. So these are usually things that you feel. You feel fearful. You feel judgment. You judge yourself. You feel panicked about things because you can't get it done right, or you can't get it done the way you want it to be done, or you can't control it. You feel paranoia about people expecting more from you. So instead of sitting in playing small, the lower self, why not sit in the higher self? Connection to pure love, love for self and all that is, connection to your true self, connection to the higher beings, connection to source, to the universe, and finding growth and pleasure. So I'll ask you again, which do you prefer to sit in? The lower self, fear, judgment, no self-love, or the higher self, love, pure connection and growth? I know which I sit in, and that is the higher self. So what is intuition? In a word, it's the voice of the higher self. So if you're not listening to your intuition, you're not connected to your higher self. If you're listening to your intuition, but you're not sitting in pure love or connection to source or growth, you're sitting in your lower self and you're only hearing your intuition part of the time. So thank you for watching today, and if you have any questions, please pop them below and I will answer them. So I want you to go with the flow and allow everything to happen as it happens, just for one day in a week. See how it goes. Namaste and love and light from Dee.